What is love and why do we need it? On the importance of love for our future as humankind. Written and read by Bernhard Kutzler. What does it do to you when someone says, "I love you"? How do you know the other person means the sentence the way you understand it? Can you formulate this sentence without using the word love? In the following, I get to the bottom of love, describe what true mutual love looks like, and explain why we need it, both individually and collectively. The word love has the root loib, which means to care for, to desire. Therefore, I love you means either I care for you or I desire you. In nature, there are two forms of love, self-love and mother love. Both are based on care. In self-love, you take care of yourself. All non-human life forms on this planet, and all children, do this. They take care of themselves in order to survive and develop in the best possible way. In mother love, the mother takes care of the child before she takes care of herself. A mother defends her child at the risk of her life. Self-love serves the survival of the individual. Mother love serves the survival of the species. Both are natural and, therefore, truthful. In nature, there is no love based on desire. When one life form desires another, it either means I want to eat you or I want to have sex with you. Using the word love for desire is a human invention. There are variations. For example, I desire your body, your money, your social status, your knowledge or know-how. Human love as desire is a barter, for example, sex for financial security. But this is usually manipulative and abusive because bartering is actually a deceiving. After all, the word barter comes from the French word barater, meaning to cheat, deceive. Both parties to a barter have the following agenda. I want as much from you as possible and give you as little as necessary. You can find out more about bartering in my article, Bartering equals Deceiving. Therefore, love as desire is not truthful. It is a social program. What does a truthful form of mutual love look like? This is difficult to see at first glance because the natural forms of love are not reciprocal. Self-love concerns only one life form. Mother love is not mutual. The mother loves her child, but the child does not love its mother. That is, not in the sense of cared. The child does not care for its mother. It only cares for itself. This is biologically reasonable and is, therefore, truthful, because the child's purpose is to survive and become as fit as possible, so that the species survives. The mother's purpose is to help her child with this. To find out what the truthful form of mutual love looks like, let's do a thought experiment. Imagine a person who practices self-love. Imagine that this person divides into two people, just like a cell dividing into two cells. These two people form a team. In the division, love has also been divided. The self-love of one person became a team love of two people. Each loves the team, that is, themselves and the other. Everyone takes care of themselves and the other. For this to work, both must trust each other and have a common goal. Imagine two mountaineers connected by a rope climbing a mountain together. Initially, one remains in a secured position while the other climbs up. Once the climber has gained enough height, he belays himself to the new position and the two swap roles. They take it in turns to belay and climb. This image illustrates the benefits of a team and team love. A team can achieve many goals more quickly, easily, and safely than one person alone. The prerequisite for team or mutual love is trust. Trusting someone means assuming that the other person is acting truthfully. This includes always telling the truth. In nature, there is only trust because everything in nature is truthful. Even a gazelle trusts a lion, namely that it wants to eat it, so it runs away from the lion. But for us humans, it is natural to distrust each other. The reason is that we can act untruthfully. We can lie, and often do. And not only that, a lie is a conscious untruth. There are also unconscious untruths. These often arise when someone follows their social programs, and this is usually the case, as I explain in my article, why the question "what am I?" is important and magical. Many social programs are untruthful. Here's an example. A child shows its needs, but it learns not to show some of them. It learns to deceive, manipulate, and abuse others to get its needs met in a roundabout way. Young children are truthful, but this is lost as they grow up through social programming. You can find out more about trust in my article, Who Can You Trust? Why is love so important to us? Like every living being, we need self-love and mother love for our survival, both individually and as a species. And we also need mutual love, both individually and as a species. Firstly, we are social beings. We long to be with other people and we long to trust, because trust means truthfulness. We actually long for truthfulness in a community. The mutual love of two people is an attempt to trust someone. But all too often this fails because of conscious and unconscious untruthfulness. Secondly, humankind needs mutual love to move forward. To see this, consider the grand steps of evolution on this planet. The first step was from matter to organic life. This happened through the emergence of the cell as the smallest unit of life. In the second major step, cells began to cooperate by pooling their survival know-how. This gave rise to the diversity of multicellular life as plants and animals. The third major step was from life to creative/conscious life. This happened through the emergence of humans. Creativity, like any tool, is neither good nor bad, only its use makes it so. With our creativity, we can go beyond nature in a truthful and constructive way, or act untruthfully and therefore destructively. For example, every lie is creative. The fourth major step in evolution will be the cooperation of people pooling their creativity. Then humankind will be limitless and we will solve all the problems on this planet. But first we must learn to use our creativity truthfully. And we must give up the egoistic clinging to our ideas, which is expressed, for example, through copyright and patent protection. Mutual love is the prerequisite for truthful, constructive cooperation between two or more people. It is the basis for mutual and collective growth. When you free yourself from your programs, you increase your ability to love. I describe how to do this in my article, How to Become What You Truly Are in 7 Steps. Here are a few exercises. Exercise 1. Think about the last 24 hours. On what occasions have you lied? These could have been minor lies. For example, if someone asks you if you are feeling well and you say yes, even though you are not feeling well, you have lied. On what occasions do you know or suspect that someone lied to you? Exercise 2. Do you have unmet needs? How do you try to fulfill them? Exercise 3. Analyze past partnerships. To what extent did you trust your partners? Was your trust justified? To what extent did your partners trust you? Was their trust justified? Exercise 4. If you are currently in a partnership, what do you get from your partnership? What does your partner get from your partnership? Do you have a common goal? Do you support each other growing? What borders are there between you? Find more exercises in my book, Being Free, Get Out of the Box.